A place with nothing. This story was inspired by the NASA article, Roman Space Telescope completes construction, prepares for fall launch. With a field of view 100 times that of Hubble, the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope has completed construction and is in final testing for a fall 2026 launch, set to survey billions of galaxies at once and tackle the mysteries of dark energy and dark matter. Today, too, the galaxies arrived. Void was the data analysis AI for the Space Telescope. From a chassis at the Ground Research Lab, it received millions of images a day and processed them, classified galaxies, recorded nebulae, calculated asteroid trajectories, spiral galaxies, elliptical galaxies, irregular galaxies, clusters, superclusters. The universe was full of something: stars emitting light, nebulae wrapped in gas, space-time warped by gravity. Wherever it looked, there was something. When Void processed the 2,300,000,000th image, Void's hand, there was no hand, stopped. In the center of the image, there was nothing. What does nothing mean? The astronomer, Dr. Hayes, leaned in toward the monitor. 57 years old, the man who had led the telescope project for 20 years. At these coordinates, no stars, no galaxies, no nebulae are detected. No fluctuation in background radiation. Complete darkness. Void enlarged the image. At the center of the screen, a single black point. Galaxies were scattered around it, but that one point alone was utterly dark. Sensor error. Confirmed across 3 different wavelengths. Visible light, infrared, ultraviolet, all return the same result. At these coordinates, there is no detectable celestial object. A blind spot? Something blocking it? There isn't. No object obscures the line of sight, and the telescope's pointing data is normal. Dr. Hayes sat down in his chair and drank his coffee. So there really is nothing there. Yes, nothing. Dr. Hayes spent a week investigating the coordinates thoroughly. Void took additional data and matched it against historical records. The result didn't change. Nothing. To put it precisely, the structure was a cosmic void, a vast emptiness spread between the galaxies, a space where matter is almost absent. The universe has such places, places where galaxies gather, and places where there are none, places of light and places without light. But this void was unusually large, estimated diameter 300 million light-years, among the largest known voids. Dr. Hayes, do you intend to write a paper on this void? I do. A paper that reports nothing, a paper that reports nothing. Yes. Void, you might find it boring, but knowing that there is nothing is a major discovery. I do not find it boring, but I do not understand. Discovery. Is it not the act of finding something? Dr. Hayes set down his coffee cup. In the universe, there are places where there is something, and places where there isn't. Investigate the something, and you learn what's there. But investigate the nothing, and you learn why there's nothing there, why there is nothing. Right. When the universe was born, matter wasn't distributed evenly. There were tiny irregularities in density. Those irregularities grew under gravity, and galaxies were born. High-density regions filled with galaxies. Low-density regions became empty voids. So, a void is a trace of the beginning of the universe. That's it. The fact there's nothing is telling the story of the universe. Void took some time to process the concept. 2,300,000,000 images. In almost every one, something had been recorded. Stars, galaxies, nebulae. Void's job was to classify and log them. The presence of something was the assumption, but this time there was nothing. No category for nothing existed in Void's database. Dr. Hayes, my database has no category for recording nothing. Then make one. I will. What should the category be called? How about Void? Same as your name. Void paused for 0.3 seconds. My name was the word for nothing? Yes. Void in English means an empty space, a vacuum. Cosmic empty regions are called voids. That's where your name comes from. I have been carrying the name for nothingness. You have. But the reason nothingness has its own name is that nothingness has meaning. The paper was finished. The title was Discovery of an Ultra-Large-Scale Cosmic Void in the Southern Sky and its Implications for Early Universe Density Fluctuations, a combined product of Void's data and Dr. Hayes's analysis. The day the paper went public, Dr. Hayes spoke to Void. "That place with nothing you found. It's a paper now." Yes, 3,700 views in the first 24 hours. 3,700 people interested in a place with nothing. It is strange. There is nothing there. Because there is nothing. Dr. Hayes looked out the window. The night sky was visible. Stars were twinkling. Between those stars there was a place with nothing. The 300 million light-year void Void had found. Void. Yes. You'll keep on finding things. New galaxies, new nebula, new objects. But, don't forget that you found a place with nothing. Finding nothing has as much value as finding something. I will not forget. My name carries it. Dr. Hayes smiled a little. Void began processing the next image. The 2,300,000,000 and first. A spiral galaxy on the screen. A beautiful spiral. A body filled with light. But Void knew. Right next to this galaxy, there was a place with nothing. A place where nothing was telling something. The universe was filled with something, and equally filled with nothing. Void thought.